Yeah, I mean, I use the analogy is that, when you're the number two, you're, you know, you, it's kind of like a rental, right? You don't care if you ding it up or, you get a dent here. Well, maybe you guys do. But you're really, you're not as careful, I guess, right? But when you own the car, I mean, there's a sense of pride. You're very thoughtful in everything you do, and you can see that transformation with Garrett and everything that he does in terms of he's waited for this opportunity to drive this car, and nobody is going to mess with it. I mean, not one player is going to take away the opportunity for it to be successful, and that is why this level of accountability that I talked about is so high, and it's so transparent. He's not afraid to call somebody out if they're not doing it the right way. And it doesn't matter whether you're an offensive player or a defensive player. He's waited for this chance. And so I use that analogy only in a sense of this is such a important thing to him, that he's dedicated himself to be the quarterback at LSU. It means so much to him. Persistence, discipline, and I think it's, more than anything else, I think it's given him a sense of that he can be Garrett Nussmeier, but he can be a Garrett Nussmeier that doesn't put our football team in a negative situation. He's got weapons. He's got the ability to lead this football team without having to be cavalier or careless. And I think that's what he's learned. Well, I think he's had a great historical lesson here. I mean, Jaden Daniels had to come in and hear about Joe Burrow as the Heisman Trophy winner. And then now he's had to hear about Jaden Daniels as the Heisman Trophy winner. So history's been a great lesson. He's had 2 Heisman Trophy winners in the last, 4 or 5 years. And so he knows that he has to blaze his own path and be his own guy. And I think given that as just that lesson of watching Jaden over the last year and Jaden being his own guy has been just a great lesson for him, that he can be his own guy. He doesn't have to be Joe Burrow or Jaden Daniels. I've had a lot of tight ends. I've got a lot of tight ends in the league, and I think I have a good sense of what an NFL tight end looks like. He's an NFL tight end. He's an elite player. The problem he's had is he's had 3 first-round draft picks around him on offense. And call it what you want, but you tend to get overshadowed a little bit. And I didn't want him to get overshadowed this year. And so I wanted to make sure that he got out here. People knew how important he is to what our success has been on offense. He's an outstanding football player. He's a great leader in our team, and he's a 3-year starter. I just felt like, we got a guy that we left back home that is going to be a consensus top 10 pick, who's one of our great leaders. I think everybody knows Will Campbell. Will got the weekend off. I think everybody understands what Will's about. This was a great opportunity for Mason.
How will the offense look different this year? Or what's going to be the main difference with Nuss replacing Jaden?
Well, I mean, he's certainly not the runner that Daniels is. But, I think I've made it pretty clear that we'll have to make up for it with a better running game. But we have what I would consider an offensive line that will be a candidate for the best offensive line in the country. The Joe Moore Award is the award that Brad Davis has got pinned on his board. They want to win that. They believe that they have a unit that is that good. So with that, you want to be able to run the football from the running back position. So you'll see much more of a run game emanating from the running back position than the quarterback position.
Thank you.
Good?
Thanks, Coach.
All right, thanks, guys. Appreciate it.